you up the wall, you get a little bit of space to retake.
Elected to get rid of Fracture and Pearl. We start things off here on Haven.
Purely just a retake wall. I guess you block vision here as well. Wait, what the hell?
That's kind of interesting. Some early spam there. Genji being really reactive on
yeah,
right
I mean, this is pretty good from Genji. A lot of teams are with this comp will just farm orbs, right? This whole comp on attack is pretty much just when you get to the buy rounds, bunnies don't kill each other. Is these two getting ults?
Paranoia to make sure he's clear. Texture up ahead.
Alone here in this position, peeks in, finds one, but really both not able to come
the bunnies do that just fighting, man.
Is able to collect a kill. Foxy 9 at the same time. However,
so active in the morning.
Finding another. Is she gone? Orb gonna be snatched up. Ash arriving here at Heaven. There's a couple shots out, but also does have salvos for the delay on the plant. As you have 3 players from Gen.G corralling in around the back. Salvos get flung out. Reposition here just below.
You still got a little bit of util to work with. Still have the concuss. Still have a snake bite. So Gen.G can clear some space. Well, you could just get it done with the guns.
So yeah, I mean, it's a nice. It's a nice heavy push behind. Is it a good plant spot? It's not bad. He's trying to make sure that they don't get ecoed. Muted house with the tier 1. Thank you for the 35 months. Which rookie? I'll do that. I can't answer the rookie thing until we see everything this year. Because there's too many good rookies. It's actually it's like the hardest question this year. Like, who's the best rookie of the year? You could say 15 names and have a good argument for all of them.
Wall now raised up the tap, trying to see what they can bait out here, get that util out of the way. They only have to worry about the classics.
The Pharaoh flanking through A might be able to get a little bit of damage. That's about it. Maybe an extra one. Well, Texture's on top of it. Gun rebuy, armor rebuy. Not too bad.
Yeah, just phenomenal patience being shown here.
Okay, big buy rounds. RRQ.
A lot more like his old self, his last year self.
Okay, this comp even... Okay, this comp can't really aggro over towards A unless they put the stun in. So if you don't see the stun at the beginning, you probably know that no one's going close. So this looks pretty strong at the moment against this comp. Even if they do salvos. Like, it's only going to peek short, that's it.
We know what they're like with these Guardians. We know what they can do when they're on weaker buys. We saw it so much last year. Yes, a slightly different roster this year, but
for people that don't watch this comp that much, it's normally good for a 7-5 on attack. It struggles a little bit on defense. It just can't hold B, basically, is why it struggles on defense.
Thrown out as well.
Right here down below, and that's going to be Texture spotted, quickly having to reposition as the shots come flying. Checked up a little bit as Foxy 9 tries to hold the door here at Garage, but RRQ poking and prodding, they're opting to back away.
Okay, RRQ at the moment, pressure over towards Garage, pressure on C, and...
He's going to look to try to hold the line versus the lion's share of RRQ players. Finds himself
Damn, bro did incredible, though. Dude, Texture had no idea this could even be a thing. He thought for sure that was a hit. They got 15 seconds left. Guys, I know you're nervous, but this is crazy.
They have the salvos on the exit of Garage. They're going to have to disrespect it, try to run over this, and they're just going to get absolutely mauled as they exit out. Headshot found, but the time is already gone. The round is already over. This bonus is converted.
Holy.
RRQ.
That is...
Sheriffs otherwise. But Gen.G there. Just great control of the map. Not giving up too much space. And you can't blame RRQ for making that first pivot over towards A. You see Texture, you see Foxy 9. They were popping off early.
Sure.
I don't want to mess with that too much. But it's a rose that has many thorns for Gen.G. Everybody on this team can frag out.
The audio, yeah, let me
so
turn
careful.
off.
That's something that's been haunting RRQ
Be better
sometimes
now.
this year, where you just have to rely on Gemkin to get those kills. You need some of these other players to step up, and Texture just shutting him down.
I mean, gonna have to start considering popping the shield at every single corner here when the Gen.G players are fragging like that. Kill contract is going to be online for the next buy round. See if it comes into play as he's done the try to delay. It's going to be that clone pushing forward. It's a gate crash across. As alert
Dude,
attempts here into mid. Gonna be
almost
shut
got
down
it.
by Munchkin.
15
He does
HP.
suffer a good amount of damage, but ultimately does survive.
The good news for RRQ, not that there's as much, is they're gonna have ISO their attack, and that's a round win. Oof, nice shots, dude. Either you're gonna be doing big clutches, or you're just gonna be getting multi kills when you probably shouldn't be.
Love to get that trophy.
Oh, Karan pushing forward, catching Kuchi off guard. The attention is drawn into lobby.
Dude, this is nice from Genji though, right? RRQ, big buy rounds. They're trying to do some kind of plan with these all.
They've been getting shut down before they can even use or pop some of their utility. Genji's a step ahead of them. Clear the dart by Ash. He's the sole player over at Long A right now. And everybody's stacking up for a big C-site hit. Well, I was
Is he Nature?
a lot of flowers.
Hey, why? Nature was going to coach. Why would he coach a different team that's not 100 Thieves?
Potentially, he's going in.
A lot of it going to be cleared, but right, he's going to be grabbed up here by the kill contract. Will be dead even if he wins this fight.
Dude, that'll be a sick year. Nate's just had enough and just decides to coach himself. Honestly, that would be incredible. Okay, I mean, this is just what happens when you have an ISO. It's just so easy to overwhelm the site.
To clutch this out. Some wild spray across, some damage dealt.
Even with the low guns, it's just that the ult is too strong. It's as simple as that.
See what Ash is able to pull off here for the team. Swing out, nothing. Headshot there from Gen.G. We'll get RRQ on the board. The timeout working. The answer is realistically no.
Wait, this was smart from RRQ. They know that they're going to try. They know they have enough money to buy the AWP. Its texture is probably going to be buying the AWP, and you would have some kind of punish over towards getting the AWP because the comp revolves around these two ults. He insta pops the shield before turning the corner and then just duels up C.
Texture setups for the operator, so now they should know that he has that in play. For sure. Dimensional drift going to be called in. Karan unchecked, but wide swap by Gen.G. And he is going to get taken.
I mean, it was a good off angle from Karan. He just missed.
Two-player advantage now here for the side of RRQ. Ash alone on the site, waiting for some reinforcements, but going to be overwhelmed and surrounded very swiftly.
Dude, we could get a game here. If they can, I mean, if they can get 7, they can get 6 in a row more than.
He has the operator in play. You have to expect that he's just going to exit as quickly as he arrived.
Yeah, I feel like this should absolutely be a save. There's just not much left you can do at this point.
Yeah, I think they should both save. And because they won that thrifty anyway and got some gun upgrades, their money's just great anyway, so I think it's okay to just accept it and look at your own money.
See if he can catch someone from RRQ going for their hunt.
I think PaperX would have had a better chance of winning versus Genji than RRQ. Nah, I think they would have had less chance of winning.
Valuable piece of weaponry. Just a question of whether he'll get there or not, Gen.G.
What? Okay, the answer is no. Regarding Munchkin, but what a swing from Gen.G. That is nasty.
They now got ISO again. Then it's going to be, can they get the Euro ult up for the next buy rounds? And if they win this, they should have an eco. So.
Missed.
Yeah. Oh, they missed.
Bit of a whiff
they
there.
Blind.
Going to be spotted out. Nano pumps the clone, so Foxy doesn't even have to worry about it.
Guys.
You can see Foxy tucked a little bit further back. Doesn't want to try to challenge that long C angle out in the open. Got bested previously. Probably learned that they need to tighten up a little bit. But texture around the corner. What a timing.
Finds one. To bail himself out, and yep, Fastlane will be there to cover the escape.
Oh, this fell apart.
One shot there to the back of the leg.
Okay, lose A control and some reaction from Genji. Drone down towards middle. See if anyone's over towards middle. Obviously, we got pressure on Garage as well from the turrets. They know about Garage at the moment.
Again, I mean, some of
the only question mark around the map really
feels like if you see texture, don't go that way. But Foxy, nice kill.
Trying to get back to his anchoring ways.
Yeah, dude, this is the Foxy 9 classic. He lives in the smoke.
Catching a glimpse. He's able to take him down through the Cypher zone
it's a really big win for Genji.
Crazy guy. Now left to his own devices.
You gotta think of how impactful this round's been, right? So if it's 5-2 and they actually win this and they get to 5-3, then it becomes 5-4 because
they just hit this hot streak. They're already quickly rotating over towards A. A little bit of util sent over that way has them thinking that maybe RRQ is going to try to dial up another fast hit.
Over there.
You know, like we saw after the timeout where they found success. Flash clear util.
Okay, they at least have a lot of money, but
Karan
spotting out multiple players. Paranoia immediately going to be sent out. A little bit too shallow to catch, but RRQ aren't looking to scale off of this pressure.
It's a huge win for them. They get the Paranoia, they clear a bunch of util, they do more damage than they take. Very nicely done.
Genji have only lost one match. They
They
lost to Boom pretty early on.
A bit of presence there.
But they lost when they were changing their roster still.
Slides down, they're lined up for him.
Dude,
Collect
he's
kill.
30
Xferro
HP,
about
gets
to
a
strike in
double
from
kill.
behind, but Karan now sights turned back over towards main. The drift out, Xferro able to find the one. Foxy9 still here on the site. The spike now dropped outside of garage. Foxy swooping in from behind, and it's gonna be with City as Cushy turns back, finds a headshot, but still eats an immense amount of damage. Overdrive now gonna be popped in with Texture. Looking for targets, but they've been split up. The time, however, getting away from RRQ.
That was rough.
Cushy pushes his way back in towards C, but the time is just not there. You know the Texture's around the corner. It's the last player you really want to face in toward. They will get taken
It's all
down.
good. To be fair, no one was what?
No, there's that early spam. And I mean, I'm curious again if Gen.G's going to try to put some pressure
Fake
towards
TP
window.
close with a
With that early
cage.
spam, trying to condition
they
RRQ that they can't have that space, and that's why I assume
mean,
Crazy Guy trying to hold that angle just in case that is.
I don't want to over-exaggerate,
all that
but
spam
they're
is for.
getting so wrecked,
Meanwhile,
man.
Cushy out with the drone.
Like they might not even get these ults for
Karan
any of
revealed
these
it. He
rounds.
doesn't clear the drone, but it's not a big
Gets
deal.
respotted. They'll reposition. No smoke here, but Paranoia holding them back. Paranoia now going to be coming through his timing.
So I've ult hit over towards the site. Foxy9 puts down the ult knowing that they don't have the 3 to finish his ult.
Quickly trades it back and maintains the advantage here for the side of RRQ.
Damn, nice shot.
The relay, but Monyet out wide, able to find one.
Munchkin still has his...
Another is pick, going to be invested right here in front.
Not what I was going to say, but...
Just a
I was going to say still has his smoke to block vision.
On the side of
This is
RRQ.
one way of doing it.
The view starting to be held.
They didn't shoot the recon. It went under the smoke.
Up to half, and with
Okay,
the
nice.
counter
That was
spray.
5. That Tejo util. Just keep him pinned in, but Monyet pretty far pushed up already. Cyber Cage to block his entrance.
If he gets this orb, that's going to be Dimensional Drift online. So likely going to try to play for this one. Xferro, they're strafing. Rushing forward. And Texture says, well, I can hear you, I can see you, I can shoot you. Clean opening kill here. As the rest of the team held at bay, Paranoia goes across, catching on to them, so Monyet has to put the mask on. Goes forward, shield broken, but Gemkin's still firing. Does find Karan. As Monyet duking it out here with Munchkin, who tucks forward. Push out of the smoke, though.
Ah, nice, you're done from Cushy.
Cushy finds 2, and Gemkin just hits one right through the smoke on the Texture. Right between the eyes.
They throw the
Foxy
spike
says,
over
yep,
towards
I want
Gemkin as
nothing
well.
to do with this.
I think we know what's happening last or next rounds.
Be looking to hold on to this Phantom.
They're probably going to wait 5 seconds, and
Those are
after
those
the 5
explosive
seconds,
entries
Gemkin's
you're
just going to be
looking
allowed
for
to hunt.
with the double duelist. And it was as soon as Xferro got killed by Texture, that's when they pulled the trigger. They knew that op wasn't there. They knew they had.
I think
that
Cushy is
dimensional
shout for
drift
Rookie
as
of the
well.
Year. I think he's
They
in the
could
top
just storm
5 for
their
Rookie
way
of the
through
Year,
into
yeah.
sight.
Again, this one's too hard,
Gen.G
man.
players,
Depends what
maybe a
happens in
few
stage 2.
missteps in terms of their positioning. I think Ash
There's
might
ways.
want to take back that
There's so
swing
many, dude.
out of the smoke, but
Both of them.
yeah, for both of them.
What you
Cushy
might
was so
see
ready
is
for
that Luke Show
But regardless,
wins it. Depends on the stage
RRQ
2.
doing a really nice
I
job
think
there.
he's had the craziest performance, but
Finding
he's
their
also
util. He
had
should be able to get Gemkin's
the
ult most likely.
least. So
Coming into
the year at the moment, you can't do
Still
it.
not going to be the greatest
There's no
feeling
clear
given
winner
the
at
comp
all.
and
I
start
wouldn't
on
even
the
say
attack
there's a
side,
clear
but
top 5.
Gives them an opportunity. Certainly rescued this map even further.
oh, got cleared. Did the drone, but Gen.G reading this well. They're not showing their hand. The Tejo's been here literally every single time, so that drone doesn't mean much.
Oh, quad stack here. Texture trying to get out. Karan able to find one. Ash going to be taken out at the same time. Texture does manage to evacuate, but down
I think it was a bad idea for
Low HP, Munchkin still
NRG
with
to
just
let
the
go of
stinger.
Vano. Probably.
That's
I mean,
gonna be grabbed
I
up
imagine
before.
Bonkar's probably
Look at the
thinking
spray
like,
now. Texture
guys,
finds it, the ult now.
why?
A non-factor here
Why
in the
did you let
round.
this happen? Especially as he's back now, but
Jumpkin just slowly trying to crouch away. Pays the iron price.
Get the neural theft here. Maybe sell a fake. But that He needs smokes to do
But
so.
something had to happen, man.
Doesn't have it up. Oh, he found the angle. Nice.
Seeing that it's clear, look at the reping here on Foxy. Know that he's the one player closest by.
Okay, are they going to consider this luck?
Trying to slot
He
in
was
behind
lucking
these players.
earlier in that
Outbound
round where
spike
maybe you didn't
planted
expect
across
the
the
luck.
map.
He's going to be here real
The
late.
quick
Yeah, they're
pivot,
definitely
not
expecting
gonna
a luck,
get the
just not
angles here.
through
Sparrow's not
spawn
gonna be
yet.
able to find him quite just
It's all
yet,
about
but as long
delay.
as
It's
the
a good
rest of the
plant for
team can
long, so
try
the delay's
to
pretty
hold
strong.
on to the site.
Haran just got
Gonna
out.
be able to find value as Moniette here in front of Platt. Mo's down 2.
He did good though.
Finding that, but now the backstab gets ready to come in. Forward into the smoke. Sparrow, the closer and closer, finds the first, the shorty, drawn out, knows that he's gonna be low on HP, but Karan dips in, finds a headshot, swings
No
out,
way, man.
and takes
Sick
out
round from
Crazy
Karen. It's one of the
Guy.
best agents you want to have from
The 4K
being taken
Red
over
Bull
towards C
clutch,
because of the
Karan.
smoke.
On yet in trouble potentially.
Stunned and pinned into the corner. The quick little jump check there from Texture, but cannot realign fast enough. Moniette.
Smoke deep over towards
Lucky
spawn.
that kill,
Didn't
RRQ
have anyone to back
leading
him
his
up
opening
and
pistol.
yeah, I think if he's doing that movement, maybe you gotta
Themselves back
go
into
3-2, but
a winning position. Close this gap down.
and I mean
Under the
RRQ
noise
see
here
the
from
smoke
side
over towards
of
here, so
Genji.
they're just gonna
Everyone's
gamble
buzzing
stack
it
with
main.
4.
It's gonna be swing out. Kill
Smoke
exchange
committed
here on both
towards
sides.
site.
Karn with one,
Don't really
Foxy
have the
with
best
another.
backup
Genji and
options.
Cushy fighting
Spike
back.
down.
Now brings it into a 2v3. Spike on the floor. Out on the opposite side of this smoke.
Well, now you got to figure out a way to get back to that spike. And,
Yeah, it
RRQ
might
is
be a
gonna
long
opt
one.
to just hold it down, throw the paranoia. Genji.
What is the game plan here? They have 40 seconds. They're going to go around the world, but then they still have to fight their way down into long A.
Yeah.
There's a smoke already set up. Granted, it might expire by the time they get there, but there's only 33 seconds remaining. At the end of the day, this is round. It's going to have to end in a scuffle rather than a plan, it feels like.
No, you're absolutely correct. It has to be kills. Maybe Munchkin just anticipating that they were just going to hold the site since they had the angle from the ramp. They're gonna have to push down soon.
Shot to the shoulder. 12
seconds.
seconds remaining. I mean, if you're Chepkin, you can just have him run away. Unless this last little kill comes in and he runs out of bullets, and Crazy Guy will go ahead and collect it. Well, things got a little bit silly.
He tried to make up for the
RRQ
time by
themselves
running a
their
gun
first
to pick up the
pistol win.
spike.
As the gap
And the
now,
kill just
3
didn't
rounds
happen. It's unlucky.
separating the teams.
Yeah, that one looked a little bit.
1-1 for the
bit
pistols.
wanting. I mean, Texture. I could have sworn saw Moniette when he first ran.
I think he did, but then he panicked, slid into the wall, and couldn't get his gun out.
I think you're
I feel
right.
like APAC is sending people that
But
can win to a chance from the teams they're
Gen.G.
sending.
Just thinking
Like I feel
about
like they
some
got the
kind of fast hit.
most teams that can win it.
Try to
I will
pace.
say, I don't know. I know that I'm on board the Paper X train and it's going to seem biased, but Jesus, oh god, man. Oh
What
god,
is
dude.
going on?
2
What
died
is this
from the
hap?
smoke spawn molly
final?
combo as well. How? They
What
pop
is
the
Genji
smoke
doing?
here.
How are
They
they
run
doing
through
it?
the smoke and they die to a
Nothing
molly
makes
that's popped
sense.
because they're trying to fast flood. Oh, that's such a mess up, dude.
I am just speechless again. I can't even begin to describe what happened there.
Cushy will find one against Munchkin, but he cannot find the round.
No.
They cannot find the gap close. Ash will pick up the weapon.
That's crazy, man. For
And
this to
I
go
am-
down like this, that's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I'm losing my damn mind.
Yep. Yep.
Dude, this replay is
Well,
going to
I
look so
mean,
weird.
I know what happened with Karan. I don't know
You
what
say
happened
this every
with
time
the
about
Nanos.
America's team, but they never
Yeah.
win. I mean,
I mean, it had to be
Karan double
what's that, lost
TP.
2 times?
snakebite combo.
Looks like,
Cushy, okay. Solid start. The one weapon that they have.
Hyper Molly also?
in
Damn,
hand.
that's strong, dude.
Put to good use as Munchkin gets taken down.
The
Foxy
timing of it
will
was
be
crazy
traveling
as well. They must have
tons
looked that
away,
they fast
making sure they
flood.
give nothing
Like to
over
fast flood
these
C the
remaining
whole
RRQ
time.
players for free.
And not really
Probably the
much
best timing
damage
they've
done
got.
there to Cushy. So he's extremely happy with that result. He's the only one with any kind of firepower here. It's just classics otherwise for RRQ. So Gen.G going to continue to go through towards A. I mean, all of a sudden now Gen.G playing very cautious, just sitting back towards their spawn, wondering where the heck is RRQ? Are they going to be barreling in behind us? But you've got that KJ util behind your back, so you're going to feel a little bit comfortable. The problem is, this is
a heavy stack.
Yeah.
Could just be similar scenes to the previous round here for RRQ. Especially if Cushy is able to come away with
heavy
some value here. Texture at the ready. Sprints forward, the flash, gets a headshot, but Texture is able to find one. Sparrow swinging out.
He didn't get that much space though, so they gotta cancel this.
There within the sight, the Bulldog as well can get scooped up, so a little bit more firepower here for the side of RRQ.
They should know that over towards C is fine. They can use for RRQ as they now double their guns.
Their sights set on C, however. Turn out the back.
Okay, that's early info as well. They can commit to this.
Crazy guy gonna look to try to buy some time.
Dude, is he gonna try stop the plant?
Stun, not gonna connect. The lineup though for Foxy9 breaks the shield with the first, collapsed them both with a second. And now, just Xpharaoh with that Phantom in hand. Crazy guy already forward committed here into the site, taken down by Ash. Xpharaoh looking to be the hero, finds the first, spots the second. It's the transfer, but now.
Dude, imagine.
Karan.
It's unlucky, bro. Karen's so good for it. He's always good for it. He's so good in clutches.
So they want to try to see if they can start putting some of this heavy firepower down. Keep Gen.G from scaling forward. They do.
There you go. Baits him forward, up now confirmed.
Okay,
TP
so
immediately across over
at one point though, you should start seeing
starting to poke and prod forward here on this B site.
Exploit over towards B. I'll explain that again for people that don't really watch too much of this comp.
This is what you needed for RRQ.
The comp on defense struggles at B. Right, normally you have a breach here. Breach will aftershock you once you plant, and then you kind of got to go back with a smoke here, and then you got to re-hit this site. Problem with the RRQ comp, or the comp that pretty much everyone uses now, is you don't have anything to stop the plant. You used to have double damage shock, hard to do. You've only got one double damage now, so a lot of times you can't stop this initial plant. So with the RRQ comp, you have to, within like the first 4 or 5 rounds, like punish a B hit. Otherwise, they're just gonna spam B hits on you.
Falls to the wayside. Cam retoggled. Look at this. Continue to keep Karen revealed here at all times. Dimensional drift going to be used. Monyet pushing forward, ensures that the site is cleared out. Xpharaoh now going to be noted as the swing out. Karen's still going to be good for 1 because she comes away with 2.
Okay, nicely done.
Connects.
It's a good flash.
Blind.
Dude, the flash ended up hitting both.
Go ahead and secure that. So RRQ. Rough start here for Gen.G.
Good news is I think they can get Ash the gun. Yep.
Everyone with a rifle now. Smoke cycles forward here. In front of B Texture, just pushing forward. Clear out the trip, but looks like they might be opting to pause for a second, wanting to really flood forward. Crazy guy though, pre-firing, but distracted by the nano swarm.
Yeah, this is nice.
Away as Texture now sprinting across, trying to dodge out.
Good damage hit too.
At the same time, so
got him locked in over towards the site. They might feel like they want to push Garage here as well.
They're gonna try to fight
great. The time of the double damage was great.
Here behind the box, Cushy.
Yeah, double damage shock, got him a full kill.
To find Texture, and Foxy9 gets taken down.
I think Texture was hit with one of the
Ash trying to find a timing,
hits though.
Gets revealed. Genji gets the headshot. This Karan will be dealt with.
Very nice.
Oh, not necessary. The fuse comes through, and RRQ are now just 3 rounds away.
Still, he threw
Genji might think that they can't go B. This is 2 rounds on B that they've kind of
to make things a little more challenging. Genji content to keep trying to push towards B. It is weaker weaponry, and
so normally when you play against this comp on defense, you can't let them take a site. Okay. You're definitely starting to see Gen.G trying to exploit what we spoke about. Got a double TP back a site. Dude, this was like popular in 2020. Yeah, and this is the exact thing that we were speaking about. This comp cannot stop this plant. You just go in straight away. Normally this would be breach damage. You gotta retake the site. But now you kind of just gotta just retake against a comp that you normally don't want to retake against.
Scaling forward. Jemkin off screen, able to find one. Foxy9 going to be taken down, but Ash finds Jemkin. Texture gets Xpharaoh. Lockdown ends up getting destroyed, but now the red carpet gets rolled out.
Dude, look at Karen go. Ulted over towards Heaven. He's now lurking on all of them. They managed to get it half. Hold up. Hold up. No way, bro. They stole it. 2v4. 2v4.
Too late, Monyet.
Oh boy, wait, what did they use
Gets
as
in
well?
like a thief in
Killjoy
the
ult,
night.
Teo
Fuse
ult.
comes across and he even holds. Does that round end
They must have thought it was off the spike, but
the death sentence here for Gen.G.
he would still always salvo there.
As Texture spam down to
At least
17
one.
health.
I mean, he would always
Owen
double it.
Gaming, baby.
Dude, that's crazy. Dude, it's so doable now because of that round.
That's right.
Because this is also 3 rounds in a row where they've lost over towards B.
For Gen.G,
But
it's a pretty similar start to the previous round.
one of them was a mistake that we just saw, and 2 of them was man
playing with fire
disadvantage.
there.
So now their whole game
exploring
plan,
the map.
they're going to think
Like
doesn't
you
work,
normally
but it's actually
expect
kind
them
of
to.
down to just them messing up.
Pretty grouped, and look at that tight angle being held by Cushy, but
Backing away the drone. About to tell low. Texture trying to push forward, but Chimkin
Oh,
is
God.
there. Swoops out behind the boxes. Takes him down. Finishes the job set up and started by Crazy Guy.
he's going to read this.
In the spot. C-site now broken open. Bit of a hero lurk here from the side of Foxy9. This Crazy Guy pushing forward down in towards mid. Turret believes in range. Yep, does get cleared out. As ISO ult set, Jimkin trying to get a catch over towards Garage, but no one there to
ISO
receive
using
it.
Garage,
It's gonna
didn't
be
spot
another win.
anyone.
Munchkin now. Defensive pit in play here on the site. Munyet traded out for Foxy9.
Oh, the jump.
Jump up over the top, and Jemkin has to drop down, and Munchkin's right there, ready and waiting to scale forward. Cushy blocked out by the one-way smoke. Crazy Guy now forced to backpedal, and Gen.G
Ah, man.
able to recover.
There's
after
so
the
much painful
tragedy of
stuff
the
going on.
previous round. They'll move up to 11.
So,
Still just 3 rounds
Let
separating.
me just
Now
explain the
RRQ.
full process of going to Garage
Decent money
before you
here
think he's
on
like
several of the
incredibly
players.
dumb.
Still with an
So
opportunity
he's
to turn this
ulting over
around.
towards Garage
That's just a
because they
massive
want
work
to,
from
while they're
Foxy9.
planting,
That
they want
kill
to
right there
make
might
sure
have
it's a
caught
trade.
Xero right as he was toggling between
Right,
the
so if he
camera.
gets one, they can flood in towards Garage so that he can
That
get the trade if he loses his
It's
ult.
probably a
As here we go
Again?
again. 1, 2, 3. Cushy sends out the shots, and Texture is just not catching a break.
I mean, you have the salvos for Ash still in hand, so they again neglected this angle and they pay the price. You've got to find a way to clear that, whether it be smokes or util.
Paranoia, don't think quite connected onto Cushy. No, it
Dude,
absolutely did not. He's
what a
going to be able
hold,
to find
man.
another one. Kara now taken
Okay,
down.
they have the numbers for this.
Player advantage.
We've got the
Inside of RRQ,
Judge
Xero swooping
flank
around from
behind,
Alarm bot set up. Gives the alert.
and they know about it now.
Now
So,
Gen.G
do Big
has
Draw
to
on
split
short.
their
Judge
attention
might
in
win
so
that.
many different
Close enough.
directions.
Not
Ash
enough.
swooping forward, but no, it's going to be Munchkin. Foxy finding one apiece there.
Yeah,
Everyone getting a piece of the pie.
it's
as
a good
Ash comes away
example
with a kill
again
on
though.
Yep.
Like even
And Munchkin will just spray out
4v3,
Crazy Guy.
smoke down is hard,
Sure, this
fellas.
time, the one that survives,
Okay, this one's
Munyet,
done.
left on the floor.
Dude, RRQ actually had a chance
Frantically,
here.
wanting
I
that
felt like
orb to try to
Gen.G
get
were
that
messing up
dimensional
so
drift
much on
online,
those
but
B
Gen.G
hits.
know exactly what he's going to be trying to do.
That's exactly when they needed to dial up that use of the util right at that position. It's been a pain point for them.
Good news for
hit a great
Gen.G
timing.
is they
First
could
kill.
look at this
falling away of
demo
Gen.G,
and they
Texture
could
down to
learn a
half
lot
health.
from
There's
it.
the overdrive.
There's a
That's
world
the
where
only
they
ult that's gonna come
don't
into
look
play
at the
for them.
demo much
Cushy
because they're
one away
going to
from Hunter's Fury,
change
though.
their
If he
comp
finds a kill, maybe able to get back.
because you can't use
off
the
of site
Teo
if there
anymore.
is an execute
So they
towards A.
might not
Hello.
actually like watch the demo and fix a lot of the stuff on
What's
B.
up, Karan?
They could actually learn some stuff from this demo for sure.
Foxy for now still one
Also, they'll have so much to do in such a short amount of time that
coming his way.
they
is
might
Crazy Guy.
prioritize other
Nice
stuff.
check. Goes in, finds 3. Foxy though pushing forward, turret spotting, and he continues to hold this line, but cannot find the shot. Still though, the call to pivot seemingly being made. There's 2 players have been noted on this side of the map, but it seems like, okay, Munchkin says, well, let's just split the difference, go right into the center of the map. Overdrive now going to be popped. Texture looking to try to clear some space. A Judge waiting over on this B-Link, but Xero eats so much damage. Jump around the plant. Being stuck, the double face push, looking for the transfer. Here is Jemkin, and he nearly finds it, but Munchkin survives, 75 health remaining. A stun in, but have they realized that Cushy got in ahead of this? Crazy Guy gonna go swooping forward, Ash able to readjust. Cushy now needing to try to rely on the act as a prize here, but just swooping around, finds the headshot. Gets lost in the sauce for a brief little moment. The paranoia now expiring.
I mean, Cushy's a beast of a Guardian,
Defuse.
but
Munchkin around the back looking for the timing now has been noted. 4 bullets left here in the mag. And the pinch
okay,
in from behind
very
from
nice
Khan
from Gen.G.
will put him down.
Dude, a little bit of a scrappy
13-8.
game though.
Opening map
No
here,
doubt.
the grand